Happy Monday. This is Toyin Umesiri. Feel free to call me Coach Toyin. Welcome to the Abundant Life series. Today I'm going to be covering boundaries. This is the first part in a series of conversations on boundaries. Okay. So if you want to achieve success, okay, if you want the abundant life for yourself, you've got to put yourself in conditions that would allow you to thrive. Okay. So if you want fruits of positivity, if you want to give birth to ideas, your hopes, your dreams, if you have a strong desire to live the life of your dreams, then you need boundaries. You need to learn how to create boundaries. So, the Abundant Life series is a journey into self discovery, right? It's about the impact you want to have in the world and the transformation you have to go through from who you are to who you need to be. Okay. It's about unleashing your unlimited potential, right? And getting results for yourself. So, that's what this series is about. So, boundaries is very, very important. And the first boundary that I'll cover today is about the mind and energy. I'll cover those two things. I'll connect the dots together. So, welcome everyone joining. I really do appreciate it. So, previously, so if this is your first time, you're welcome, but let me just lay the foundation. Previously, I've talked about the mind, how as beings, human beings, we take in data, we take in information, right? We talk, right? Touch, feel, we have senses of smell, sense of, right? We can hear, we can take in data, our eyes, our body feels hot or cold. Is that we take in all these signals, information from the external world, and our mind makes sense of it all. Okay. So our mind is designed to experience the world. We are here to experience the world, and the world is also supposed to experience us. Okay. So with our mind, we experience the world. With our words, spoken, written form, our actions, our emotions, the world experiences us. If you're angry, the people around you will experience your anger. If you're happy, right? If you're joyful, similarly. So we experience the world and the world experiences us. Okay, so I'm going to cover boundaries in terms of the mind, the place of the mind. Is that if your mind is the GPS of your life, I've talked about the vision is the picture of your destination, your mind will guide you to your destination. And if you've programmed your mind well to guide you, it will guide you. But if you program it otherwise, listen, you arrive where you want to arrive. Where you are right now is where you've brought yourself with your mind. And if you want to go somewhere else, when I talk about the quantum leap, if you want to go somewhere else, you've got to reorient how you're thinking. So you want to interrogate and investigate who you've become in the place of your mind, your thinking, thoughts, on and on. What has informed that? Right? Who you've become, I always say who you've become is you're a series of agreements and disagreements. You agreed to become this person, and you disagree to become somebody else. And anytime you can change who you are, you can say, you know what, I'm done with that version of me. This is why I talk about the paradigm shift. When you want to do a quantum leap into a new dimension, into a higher horizon, right? When you want to go to next level, the first thing you have to do is you have to disagree with who you are right now. And then you have to adopt a new way of thinking and being. Okay. So I've laid the foundation. Now let's get into it. So if you want to thrive, if you want to create, all the positive things you want to achieve actually can only be nurtured in positive environment, in a positive mindset. Creativity is tied to positivity. Creativity is connected deeply and rooted in positivity. Negativity will lead to destructive behavior, destructive outcomes. So one of the incredible things you have to work on when it comes to boundaries, there are different types, but I'm picking this one first. It's probably one of the most important. That in the place of your mind, you know how you usually brush your teeth? We take a shower. Every single day, you've got to shower your mind. Because there are negative things trying to attack itself to you, just like germs. You know, in germs, you have to brush your teeth, right? Yes, you have to clean up every form of toxicity, on and on and on. It's your job. It's your job. Nobody taught us, like, okay, that's another topic. I want to really stay on this topic, right? It's your job to wash and cleanse your mind, because everything that you want, all the creative things you want, your thoughts, your dreams, your hopes, your aspiration, they are deeply rooted and connected to positive energy, positive way of thinking. I've thought about energy. So in my school, I teach all these principles, because when it comes to entrepreneurship, wealth creation, on, you can only achieve those things when you've done this work. That's why I support my members with mindset work, success work, wealth creation mindset, because you are the one that creates your reality through your thinking and your action. Okay. So I'm laying the foundation. Welcome everyone joining. Today I'm covering boundaries as part of the Abundant Life series. So thank you for being here. I see Angel, Janelle, Rax. Thank you for coming. Feel free to come up when it's time for Q&A. Definitely, I'll leave a few rooms. You can come up and engage us, and also share what resonates with you. And in replay and those in the academy, you can also drop a comment. I'll respond to those personally as well. So boundaries in the place of your mind. That's the first one I want to cover as part one. Is that success comes from positivity, creativity comes from positivity, right? Joy, happiness, fulfillment, all the incredible things that we want. I've shared before as well that the reason we all chase money, the reason you and I chase money, is what you believe money can get for you. But there are many things money will not buy for you. In fact, you create all the money you want. You attract. Let me use attract, because I've thought about creating money is printed by the government. The government is the person that creates money, but you get to attract through your work. Through your work, through who you become, you attract all that you want, all the good, the blessings, the abundance you want in the world. It's your job to attract those things. And I'm telling you today, those beautiful things that you want can only be created with your beautiful mind. So just like you need to literally brush your teeth every day, germs, plaque, wash those things away. They are attaching themselves to you. As long as you're in the world, right? Matter, right? Whether you like it or not, stinky breath is waking up. When you wake up, you sleep for 8 hours or whatever, 9, right? The moment you wake up, you've got to brush your teeth, because while you were sleeping, some things were. It's the same thing at night. Your mind, when it's regenerating ideas, it's filing. Your subconscious is doing its work while you're sleeping. When you wake up in the morning, this is where we talk about spiritual practices, meditation, right? As a believer, trust me, the renewing of your mind is what Jesus said we should do, right? So that's one. Cleaning up your mind, getting rid of negativity is your responsibility. So what it means is you've got to have a filter on what you accept. And the second thing in the place of your mind you have responsibility for is just like food. The body needs food, nutritious food. You've got to also feed your mind with inspiration, motivation, knowledge. I say learn fast, right? Because the more rich knowledge you have, okay, you will be empowered to pursue everything you want. The more food, nutritious food that you have, you will energize yourself, right, to create in that day. If you are not well not nourished, right, you will suffer. Your body will suffer. The same is true for people's mind. Many people's mind are seriously malnourished right now. They have hopes, dreams, aspirations to create a life for themselves, but they've not gone in search of the knowledge, the capacity. They've not inspired themselves to do the work. They've not acquired the knowledge that will help them do the work, that will teach them how to do the work. They've not inspired or motivated themselves to take action towards that, on and on and on. So they are frozen in time. The mind is frozen in space, right? So not only do you have to get rid of negativity, you've got to attract, okay, all the nutrients, all the knowledge, all the inspiration that will help you achieve success. Those two things, right? And you've got to filter it out. Boundaries also come into play. I'm going to connect another thing I've taught before in my school. Energy is neutral, but your thoughts polarizes it positive or negative. Energy, power, force, right? It's emotion. You're filled with energy, your mind, your emotion, your thoughts, your spirit. Listen, we are energy beings. And you can feel, you can call it something else, right? But you do know when you eat food, food is giving you energy, physical energy. Your thoughts too can inspire you. Listen, when athletes run, right? They run with their mind and then their body obeys. Your body obeys your mind. You tell yourself where you want to go and then you go through discipline and practice. So when you don't nourish your mind with a sense of possibility, the spirit of abundance, if you don't do that work, listen, most of the people will just, they've parked their car. If you don't start your car is going nowhere. That's why you Netflix and chill, you eat popcorn, you gist, you gossip, like all those stuff is leading most people nowhere. Those who are in motion will do this work. When it's time to produce, when it's time to be creative, you've got to power yourself 100%. Okay? So energy is neutral, but your thoughts, positive thoughts will polarize it towards positivity to take positive actions. Negative thoughts will polarize you towards negativity to take negative action. And negative action is actually also inaction. Bible talks about, to him who knows what he needs to do and does not do it, to him it is sin. When you know what you need to do and you're not doing it, in of itself is toxicity. If you know you need to brush your teeth and you don't brush your teeth, listen, you stink. The mouth will stink. When people think inaction is just inaction, listen, you're stinking when you are not moving, because as a being, we are here to pursue, attain, become. Even the body tells you, if you eat and you don't exercise and you don't move around, the results will stink. You get my point? Also, if you learn and you learn and you learn and you don't use the knowledge, it will start stinking. Okay. For those who know me already, I say, if you want truth, I will hold up the mirror and show you as it is, not how you think it is. So energy, neutral, but thoughts polarizes it. Where thoughts of boundary comes in is that energy, people's energy around you can be positive or negative. Remember, I said, if you want to create, you've got to surround yourself, and it's your responsibility to make sure you're nourishing yourself so that you can create all you want to create, so that you can become what you want to become. And all of those things, the desires you have for yourself, they are more aligned towards positivity, right? But here's the key. If you start congregating, engaging, opening your mind to negative thoughts, ideas, energy, you go where you go, right? And even when people are around you, even they don't even have to speak for their energy to translate to you and affect you if you don't have boundaries. You know why? When you enter a room, a conference room, you can immediately sense whether that room is welcoming to you, to your person, to your personality, to your entity, to your humanity or not. That's an example. People don't have to say anything. People don't have to say anything for you to know whether you're loved, respected, right? On and on and on. Words matter for sure, but also people's thoughts and opinions around you matter even more. So I'm going to start wrapping up for today. For those who have any question, feel free to come up to the stage. And then I'm going to wrap up today's part 1, setting up the foundation that boundaries in the place of your mind. You've got to filter the thoughts that you have, that you accept for yourself. You've got to filter out negativity. You've got to attract positivity, because out of positivity is the abundant life that you want. Okay? Everything that you want for yourself, okay, is going to be strictly positive. So that's the responsibility that you have. Let me also share with you some information. I want you to check out my academy. Yay! I just figured this out. So head over to toyinumesiri.academy really to check out tons of resources, mindset programs, entrepreneurship training, sales, marketing, branding for those who want to achieve business growth and success. Go check it out. So I'm opening it to questions. If you want to comment or ask questions as I'm wrapping up today. Rax, thank you for being here. Thoughts, questions, comments, let me know. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Madam Toyin. It's just a comment of what you've said that, if we stay at the same place and we don't move, then we start to stink. And yeah, that is very effective. I believe that. Yeah, no, it's effective. Yeah, yes, thanks.
That's deep, right? You've never heard that before.
I've never heard that before, and yeah, but now, yeah, thanks.
Right. The reason, there are many reasons, but part of it is that you may decide to stay where you are, but I can assure you the rest of the world is not going to stay there with you. Do you understand? You can decide to do nothing or not much with yourself, your life, your decision. That's your choice. But you look around you, look around the world. The world doesn't agree with you. The world is always progressive. And the world will follow leaders that will lead them to a better place. Everybody wants a better place for themselves. So when there are new ideas, when there are new ways of working, when there are new ways of making money, when there are better ways, the wise one will follow the leaders. When there is ChatGPT, we don't sit down with Google. We will follow ChatGPT. Right? When the world offers you something new, something better, and you decide that you don't want it, listen, this is what I call left behind. Left behind thinking is inaction. When the whole world is running, making progress, advancing themselves, right? Personal development, mindset programs, entrepreneurship training, sales training, branding. When they are branding, they are marketing. Every single day they are selling you something, and you choose not to create, not to think, not to take a class, not to show up to events. It is your choice, and you will live in the consequences of that choice. Period. And the people who run after opportunities, they will catch it. And they will eat the fruits of all of those delicious fruits of the opportunities. And guess what? The people that stay behind, they are the ones that complain. The people that didn't take the actions, they are the ones that whine. Right? Listen, successful people do not complain. The people eating the best things in the world, you will not find them on social media typing anything negative. They are not in the business of, they will not touch anything like that. You will not see them there because they are busy. Their full-time job is unlocking success, creating legacy, wealth creation, thinking about the future, their children. They are taking their family into you don't see them. You don't see them. It is the people that don't have these assignments that you will see typing all kinds of nonsense. You listen, those people, they've parked their car. They are not going anywhere. So guess what? They are rooted in negativity. So they have negativity. The only thing they have to offer the world is more negativity. The toxicity inside them, they spew it on the streets. That's it. Like, listen again, I will say things as they are. I hold up the mirror and I'll say, can you see this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'll explain it. Those who want to listen will listen. Those who do not want to listen, that's okay. Stay where you are. Those who want to advance will listen, will do what they need to do. Again, it's your responsibility. Just like brushing your teeth, just like taking your shower, is that negativity is trying to attach itself to you every single day. Your job is to say, filter it out. Boundaries. If you offer me no good, if you offer me no, listen, I don't need that. I don't need it. I don't need it. Keep moving. The only thing I need now, you've got to do this work for yourself. Delete negativity and enrich yourself with positivity. People who speak of progress, people who speak of advancement, people who teach, who coach, who enlighten, who motivate, who inspire. You need all of those things to get your engine rolling in the right direction. Because the push, the work at hand for you is a lot of work. So you need people cheering you, you need people clapping for you, you need people educating you, you need people inspiring you, you need people encouraging you. Listen, to get this thing done, whatever it is you need to get done, you need force. And that force has to be positive. And the force that is negative, listen, is slowing you down, pulling you back, keeping you where they are. People that are not going anywhere want you to stay with them so that you make their life happy, so that you don't ruffle any feathers. I'm just calling it out. Watch out for it. I'm going to start wrapping up. Any other thoughts, comments as I wrap up again? Rax, any thoughts again?
No, I'm just saying one comment was that you see, even these youngsters, they'll go past you and achieve things that you would not have dreamt to achieve because they are on their way while we are staying stagnant. So, yeah, thank you very much. Looking forward to part number 2.
The young people that you talked about, this progress has no age, but progress has a GPS called positivity. Once you have a sense of possibility, once negativity is a gate that blocks advancement, right? So when you see a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, they are all over the place. Nothing is stopping them from exploring the world around them until the world starts programming them and policing them. Don't do this, don't do that, don't say this, sit down there. Oh, right? Once you start policing children, that's when artificial boundaries, negative boundaries, don't talk this way, I'm not supposed to talk this. And then as adults, you go to the traditional education system, your teacher will tell you, don't say this, don't make noise, don't do this, sit down, and do what I tell you to do. That is the birthplace of the perfect employee mindset. Think about it. The high school, middle school, elementary school setup is the exact replica of today's corporate culture. There's a desk assigned with your name. There's your table. You go in, you clock in, you do what you are being told to do. You bring your energy time, you do it, and you'll be rewarded. Your A is your salary. You do a fantastic job, here is your pay. You question the teacher, you question the master, you question your supervisor. Listen, they'll give you F. They'll give you F. Your performance review, you go through performance review, this. They tell you story, they tell you the things you didn't do. Listen, they ding you. You've been conditioned to behave that way. But if you want the abundant life, you've got to go through a paradigm shift. That's where the game plan programs in my academy, it's the reprogramming. You need that reprogramming to be able to unlock and unleash your unlimited potential. So that's what today is about. So I'll see you again. Check out toyinumesiri.academy. The link is up above. That's my business school and community. The link is up above for those on Clubhouse. Thank you to all those who joined. I see Kesawa. This is so appropriately needed to be echoed over and over. Thank you. Progress has no age. Progress has a GPS called positivity. Yes, definitely. Thank you, everyone. I also see Akosua Achampong. Thank you for joining. For those who typically join, thank you. I see Africa Coaching and Mentor. Thank you for joining, Eunice. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Team Replay. Thank you. Let me know, right? Your thoughts. I really do appreciate it. So I'm wrapping it up. I'm keeping this series short and sweet. Listen, I pack a lot into these few minutes because you now need to go back and check in with yourself. What would you stop doing now that you know this? What would you start doing now that you know this? What would you continue doing that's already aligned to what you already know? If I'm saying what you already know, then please keep moving in the right direction. If you've heard something new, just check in with yourself and say, oh boy, oh girl, listen, Tony said, Toyin said creativity is attached to positivity. Delete all negativity from okay, let me go, guys. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.